Hello and welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be looking into forestry, I promised you. And as you can see, our quarry is producing a lot of obsidian right now. It has nothing to do with forestry, I just noticed it. But I also think we are going to move this one pretty soon. And I want to tell you that I have exchanged the pressure plates outside my house, both here and out there, and the magic hut. I don't think I did it up here, but with obsidian plates. The reason for this is that obsidian plates can only be activated by players, and I had a little incident where I walked into my house and there was a skeleton and a zombie having a party. I don't know if they spawned in here. I think it's too light for them to do that, but it made me believe they had walked in here, so I changed the pressure plates. So when that's said, we need to build a forestry machine. It's called a thermionic something or the other. A thermionic fabricator. So the recipe is 4 gold ingots, a sturdy casing, 4 glass and a chest. I think we can do that. Correction, 3 glass. But before I do that, I want to show you this. It's the apiary's chest. It's made with 5 combs. Doesn't matter which kind of combs, just 5 combs, a chest and a piece of glass. Now the apiary's chest is it has a really cool function. It's really big, but when that is said, it can only hold one thing. So let's plunk it down here. As you can see, it has 5 pages, lots of room on each page, but can only hold bees. And the ones that you can see has a little knowledge there. So it's a good way when you start producing bees. It's nice to have this chest so you can store all the bees you get in excess. And you are going to have excess of bees. Now I want to use this chest here. For now we'll plunk it here. And store a lot of crap in there. So basically all the other stuff. Good. So this obviously runs on power, so I need a cable, or more correctly a redstone energy cord thingy, and we will put it here because we already have some. And I'm stuck. Okay, we'll just go out this way. And I don't like chickens running around my house. And the main reason I don't want chickens outside of this one is they make eggs. And I had a chicken that had run over and was on top of the quarry and kept producing eggs, meaning we kept getting eggs inside our sorting machines, and I really didn't want that. So let's just make this nice again. Put this one down here, and we can still access it. As you can see, here we have something that looks like a crafting table, and again we have something down here that's an inventory. And then we have something different over here. So we need a lot of tin. So let's hope we have some. We have plenty of tin. And then we need some redstone. We also need some glass, or sand, or glass planes. All of those can be used. Now, you do like this. And you can see it's not a ghost recipe, it's actually the recipe. But it will suck out items from down here as well. Then we put glass in here. You can see showed up a little mark over here. That's the heat needed. So let's turn this one on. See if this isn't getting heat. See, there's a small process bar. And once that reaches the arrows, it is warm enough to melt the glass. And once it melts the glass, it produces liquid glass, and we get some tin electron tubes. And we want a good deal of those. I believe 36. I think that should be enough. Now then we need a bunch of stone bricks. That's far from enough. So let's get some stone cooking. I've also made popcorn. I moved my chest with stuff. Now I believe I do have a barrel with stone. Yeah, there we go. Now you can use any type of bricks, at least vanilla bricks, for this. I'm actually not quite sure if you can use other stuff, other bricks. I mean like normal stone. You can try looking up farm. I'm not sure it shows up here yet. That was you can see mossy stone bricks, cracked stone bricks, smooth sandstone, chiseled sandstone, nether brick, stone bricks, chiseled. Those are the ones you can make. And it doesn't show you the recipe. I believe we need some bronze and some wooden slabs. So let's see if we have more slabs here. We have plenty of slabs over here. So let's see if I can remember this recipe. No. There we go. We get farm block. This is the recipe. And let's just do like that. This. That's only 31. So we need a bit more copper and wooden slabs. And we are really running out of copper. Now I think this is enough farm blocks. And we'll go sleep, and then we'll scout out a good place to make our tree farm. Now the biggest problem with this is it's going to need power. It runs on Buildcraft power, like the rest of the Forrestry machines. And it needs water. Now the water thing is not really a problem, because we do have an aqueous accumulator down here that we are currently not using. So we might as well grab that while we're here. Now, however, the power is a bit of a bigger problem. Ow. You bastard. Now, up there I've planted the rubber trees. So, that's probably not a good place to do it. Just looking in these. We could of course just cut down a bit more of the jungle and place it back here. That could be a solution. So I'll just scout around a little and figure out where I want this, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, I've decided to build it behind my magic hut. So before I go and do that, I've also decided I need an upgrade. To cut down all those trees behind my hut, I want to have a proper tool to do it with. So I'm going to need a little tin. And we have no more copper maybe? Okay, we have a little copper here. Good. So a little tin, because I'm making a battery. And that gives us a battery and the electronic circuit, and then refined iron like this. Gives us a chainsaw. Now, a chainsaw needs to be powered. And I think that's probably one of the next things we'll do, is to upgrade our industrial craft power. I hope this can be powered in here, yeah. So you can see it's powering up quite fast. So a chainsaw won't break, it will just lose power and you'll have to recharge it. Our quarry has stopped running. So I guess there's no more to dig down there. So that means we will also have to move that one soon to keep getting resources. And why are there cats in my chicken coop? Maybe I should get a fishing rod and tame a few cats, since they keep coming around. Now, chainsaw works pretty much like a normal axe, except that it doesn't break, and you have to recharge it. But that's when you beat on wood. If you beat on leaves and stuff, it works like shears, and you can even shear sheeps with it. So that's pretty cool. So you probably don't want to see me cut down a lot of trees to clear out an area. So I think we'll cut, no pun intended, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. I haven't cut down all the trees, cause this chainsaw ran out a lot faster than I had expected. I knew it didn't last very long, but I didn't expect it to run out that fast. So I decided to make something else from industrial craft as well. That's not enough. So we need 6 of these batteries. Then we need 1 advanced circuit. Correction. I'm blabbering all over the place. Just one of those. And I think like this with tin here. That gives us a backpack. A backpack goes here instead of our armor, which means we lose armor, but it will store energy for us, which can be used by our chainsaw. So that means we can bring more energy with us. So I will put it in here, and you can see it starts charging up. And this one can hold more energy than our bat box, which means it's probably a bit overdue to build craft power. Industrial craft power. And that's fine with me, because I do have a few industrial craft things in mind I want to show you. So that might be one of the next things we do. Don't go eat my chickens. Better put a roof over these chickens soon. Okay. So I've also been thinking that instead of cutting down all that tree out there and having to make a long wire up there, I might just build it here. And say, so then I can just draw the wire from inside here. And I think that's actually a better idea. That does mean, however, that the chainsaw and backpack was maybe not needed, but it was. You got to see how to make it. And it's a cool combination of tools, and you can even upgrade the backpack to hold even more power. So when you have that in mind, it's not a bad tool, on the contrary. But that also means I'm going to need a few more of these redstone conduits. And I do think I have plenty of electrum, I do. But I don't have very much hardened glass. But our quarry has dug up quite a lot of obsidian. So let's just put half a stack in there, I think. That should do. Cook those chickens. Yeah. And let's start producing some hardened glass. And I'll just go out and check to our lab pack. Because the next thing, when I upgrade my industrial craft power, or our industrial craft power, I don't want to have to go all the way out here to power up my stuff. So I'll go and show you how this works. As you can see, I have cleared out a little area here. But we'll climb our way to the top here. And we can, as you can see, the chainsaw isn't using power at all. The lab pack has used a little. I keep calling it a lab pack. The lab pack is the upgraded version. I think I can show it to you. Yeah, this is the lab pack. So you can see it can hold. This can hold 60,000, and this can hold 300,000. So it's quite a bit more energy, but it requires 6 blocks of lapis lazuli, an advanced circuit, and a backpack. So this combination is quite cool, and you can even make a drill which functions as a combination of spade, shovel, and pickaxe. So you can dig down with this, and you can even, this can be an advanced one which requires diamonds, and you can even upgrade the drill to have diamonds as well, which means then you can even dig through obsidian. So really cool stuff. Now, as I was saying, I've decided we were going outside, and I will make all of this into hardened glass while we are, and I will melt this down while we build the base. So how does this farm block work? First off, we need a brick base for it. Just remove here, because this is where I want it. And here. Now I'm actually not quite sure how big this needs to be. So I'll build this stone brick base, and once I'm ready to start building the farm, I will be back. Okay, so I built the platform out there. There's a hole in the middle where the farm structure is going to be. There's just 2 small things we need to build yet before this farm will work properly. I can barely speak today. We need a few sticks. We need to make those into gears. I need 6 gears. And we'll turn all 6 gears into stone gears, and for that we need cobblestone. Put this in there. We're also going to need quite a good deal of dirt once we go outside. And we are filling up our inventory here. And these gears needs to be made into tin gears. And then I ran out of tin. Completely, apparently. Okay. So that was a bit annoying. Is there a way to produce tin? Polarized or tin ore, we can make it. Okay. That means I have to go mining. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. I have not gone mining, even though I said I would. The reason for that is I realized I had another way to produce tin. So I'm up here in my Farming room. You may see a few things has changed since you last saw it. But a little iron, a little glass, and my wand. Let's put that in here. And that should give me a good amount of tin nuggets. Hopefully enough. That gave me 2 tin nuggets. That wasn't... oh, 2 ingots. So I'm going to do this a few times. That was a stupid way of doing it. So this is another way of producing materials. Thermocraft. I think we have enough tin now, but just enough. Okay, I better get some torches out on that platform. I'll go sleep, and then I'll be back. So, I've slept, and we have now made the 6 tin gears. We need a farm block up there, 1 tin gear, 2 pieces of glass, will give us a farm valve. This is the only way to get water into the farm structure, except by putting actual water buckets in there. We need 3 gears and a farm block, and gives us a gearbox. That's the way to get power into it. The last one, I actually need to build another thing first. And I need just a few more wooden planks, which we don't have. So, good thing you can produce them quite fast. We'll get a couple of trapdoors. And 2 tin gears, a farm block, and 1 trapdoor gives us a hatch. We will probably not be using the hatch straight away, but it's a good thing to have later on. And I'm running out of inventory space. Oh, okay. So we should have a good deal of hardened glass right now. We also have a good deal of electrum. So I'll just make some more conduits. That should be plenty. And then that's probably not enough, but it's a start. Go away, cat. Okay, so here's the deal. No. No! Bad creeper. Damn it. Okay. So the farm structure we will make in here. It needs to stick up a little above the... It needs this platform around it for it to work. And it needs to stick up at least one. You can put it on top completely, or you can put the platform anywhere you want compared to it, as long as the farm structure sticks up just a little bit. Then we need to dive, unfortunately. So I'll place the gearbox there, and I'm going out to get some water, air, of course. Then we can place this. This is a bit of a dangerous situation to be in, but not that bad. So I'm placing the hatch, the valve, sorry, down here, and I think, yeah, I think I'll just move this one, because that is going to be where we put the hatch. And then basically we just need to fill in the rest. Okay, that's annoying. And now we should have a farm block, a multi-farm block. So you can see at some point it takes a few seconds sometimes before it reacts, but when it gets disbanded in the second from the top, the second row, it means it's a farm building now. You can see currently it's a tree farm, which is what I wanted. And you can make different kinds by putting something in here. I'll show you that later, but right now all we want is a tree farm. So it needs water, it needs dirt, and it needs fertilizer, and of course it also needs saplings. But I just want to place our aqueous accumulator here so it can start filling our tree farm with water. You can see water is going inside. Perfect. We need some dirt. Good amount of that. And we need a few of these. I think that's way too many. Okay, so a little sand. I just couldn't remember what fertilizer was made by, but sand apparently. And then you take apatite with sand on top and on bottom. You get fertilizer, and quite a lot. You might as well make it all. And we need some saplings, and I've decided I want to just grow the rubber trees. Correction, the jungle trees. And that is mainly because our house is made out of rubber tree, jungle tree, and we might as well keep that look. So you put fertilizer in here, you put dirt over here, and saplings over here. And when it outputs something, it will put it down here. So all that we need right now is power. The hatch block is not needed. Technically, none of the stuff is needed, as if you can find a way to manually do everything, it will accept it. Don't think you can put batteries in it. There's nothing in Forrestry or Buildcraft that will produce power like a battery, so you cannot put in power manually, but you can put in water manually and everything else. So the only thing that really is needed is the gearbox. The other things you can do manually, but it is, in my opinion, most efficient if we can do everything automatic. So let's do that. Now all we need to do is figure out where we want our power from. I'm just digging down this way, because I'm pretty sure if we check the cable this way, yeah. So, oh, that's right. Just remembered, I've turned the power off because I didn't want my forestry machines to suck out all my power. That's going to be a tiny problem, because I still don't want them to do that. But for now I'll have to live with it. So I'll turn this up to 10, just to be sure I have enough power. And we should start seeing, yeah, you can see this is placing dirt. You can also see it's receiving power, and it's planting trees. Perfect. So this will plant trees, it will chop them down, and it will collect saplings and apples if the trees, or other kind of fruits if the tree produces some kind of fruit. Now the reason I say that is because forestry actually makes it possible to crossbreed trees through bees. That will produce other kinds of fruit. Like, for instance, you can get cherries. No. So it will collect all the fruit, the saplings, the wood, and through the hatch we can pull that out, and we can even put in dirt and fertilizer through that hatch block I placed. Now we will figure out how to do that automatically, so we will actually have to do no work at all, but currently putting this in and this will be done manually, and we will take stuff out manually as well. As you can see, we have fertilizer aplenty. So next time we'll move our quarry. It shouldn't take long, and then we will look into industrial craft. I reached the point where I want a better armor, and industrial craft makes a good substitute for diamond armor, but we need to upgrade our power quite a bit. So maybe we'll just make a few extra geothermic generators. That could be a plan. There's plenty of ways we could do it. We have lots and lots of different stuff in our inventory. So yeah, what I'm trying to get at here is this is probably a good wrapping up point. We will also make a few more recyclers, because this one can't quite keep up, and we will probably also automate the output and start somewhere else as well. I have a plan for the use of the scrap, and maybe that's also through industrial craft, and maybe we could start looking into that next time. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like and maybe a subscribe. And until I see you next time, take care of yourself.